We turn now to the situation in the Middle East. Nearly 24 nations have condemned Israel's deadly raid on the Gaza aid flotilla at a regional summit in Istanbul. Israeli commandos killed 9 activists, wounded more than 100 when they raided the flotilla in international waters last week. The summit in Istanbul was a meeting of the Conference on Interaction and Confidence-Building Measures in Asia. The Turkish president released a statement agreed to by 21 of the 22 participants in the conference condemning the raid. Israel was the only participant to refuse to sign the document. Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin attended the summit and told reporters he would raise the issue at the United Nations of who should investigate the Israeli attack. The Israeli military has announced it will conduct its own internal investigation and has rejected calls for an international tribunal. It will report its findings on July 4th. Meanwhile, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas is arriving in Washington today to meet with President Obama at the White House. Yesterday, I spoke with another one of the survivors of Israel's raid on the Gaza aid flotilla. Hanin Zoabi is a Palestinian member of the Knesset, the Israeli parliament. She's the first woman to be elected to the Knesset as a representative of an Arab party. She was aboard the Mavi Marmara, the lead ship in the flotilla, where all 9 activists were killed. She witnessed some of them bleed to death. When she returned to Israel to speak in the Knesset, she was verbally assaulted by parliament members for her participation in the flotilla. I reached her yesterday in Jerusalem. She began by talking about what happened during the Israeli assault.
At 4:30 in the morning, when I saw 14 Israeli ships approaching us with a helicopter, each ship with tens of soldiers, I thought to myself that this is not the kind of forces just to stop us. We are 600 passengers. Maybe less than quarter of these forces, maybe less than fifth of these forces can just prevent us very, very easily. And I actually, maybe for the first time I think in my life, I was very afraid. And I thought to myself, this will not, the end of this will be a tragic end. It will not end without a dead bodies. A helicopter at 4:30 for a helicopter with soldiers, just few, I didn't count, maybe more than 10, 20 soldiers or 10 came out from the helicopter. I couldn't count. And they start, not the soldiers inside the helicopter, the soldiers inside the ships surrounding Marmara started to shoot. I don't know if it is a real bullets or it is just noisy bullets. I don't realize, but all of us were in panic, all of us were afraid, and most of us entered the room. After 10 minutes, 2 injured, seriously injured, went inside the third floor, and they died after a while. Then after 20 minutes, another 3 came inside. 1 died after a while. They were hurt in their neck, in their head, and in their stomach, and the 4th and the 5th man didn't die. They just bleeded till death. I approached the soldier with a sign in Hebrew, asking them for a medicine for to give us medical help for the 2 injured who are bleeding. I just for 20 minutes tried to approach them and tried to ask them, and I did twice, also verbally and also by writing this sign. They refused just to give us this support, and the 2 men died after maybe half an hour.
Can you describe what happened when you went into the first Knesset meeting, the first parliament meeting, after the Israeli commando raid on the ship that you were a part of? What happened to you?
During the first meeting, there was a hard aggression. They called me traitor, terrorist. Where are the knives? Where do you hide the knives? And even sexual sexual remarks, even things related to my age, even things related to the fact that I'm a single, I'm not a married woman. They said to me, go to Gaza, you are 38 years old, go and we will see if you will manage to be in Gaza and to live in Gaza as a single woman, 38 years old. It was below any level. It was below not just unethical remarks and not just unhuman remarks. It was something that I never imagined to be in the parliament. It was something unbelievable. They couldn't argue with me on the political level. They couldn't challenge my political discourse and claims. I was in a political activity. I am against siege. I am against occupation. What happened in the Flotilla is not, this is what I said in the Knesset, what happened in the Flotilla is not the big crime of Israel. This is the small crime of Israel. The big crime of Israel is the occupation and is the siege. And I am against, and it's my right to be active. This is what I am for in the Knesset. The people didn't vote for me just to sit down and just to agree with Israeli policies. I have a program. I have a political program. I have a vision of democracy. I am a citizen and I take my citizenship seriously. I have a vision of equal rights